I was sitting way over there, but I was trying to figure out what you were talking about. But the blue whistle and said no is considered to be a away team.
Welcome Arctic Foxes fans to the Flo Fabio Center at the zoo here in Erie. We are coming to you live from our third game of the Sarah Backstrom tournament. A matchup today between the 14U Arctic Foxes girls and the Navy Rams. Navy is 2-0. They beat Honeybake and Florida. This should be a good competitive matchup. Yeah. It's every team in this division. If you look at the rankings and trust those, they're all within a goal or two of each other. It should be a good competitive matchup. Foxes line up for the face-off. We have 57 Peterson lined up with 20 T. Meyer and 26 Offenbacher. Now Wager and Lily Baldoff on the back line. Peterson takes the puppet center ice. Over to 20 T. Meyer. Now Wager dumps it to the blue line. Sophia coming towards the net. Piper has it, backhand shot, save made. Lily balled off the shot from the point, off the goalie stick, back in on the net. Navy takes it around, up the boards. Peterson towards the net. Ivy Corner grabs it in the corner, centers. Can't quite connect with Peterson in front. Loffenbacher into the corner. Navy wraps it around to the near boards. Navy pushes it up the ice. They had someone back behind the D, but it is a little too far for her, and that is an icing. We'll get a stoppage here at 12 minutes left in the first period. 14 new girls in this tournament, 13-minute periods, 1.5-minute penalties for minor penalties. And as we found last night against North Pittsburgh, a strict 60-minute curfew clock for our ice slot. Foxes get a line change. Captain Tegan Samuels takes a little spill, but she looks all right getting up here. Nathan Perry Marks with the face-off over to Ella Switek. Pass to Eleanor Johnson. Can't quite find it in her face. Nathan Perry Marks also wipes out. That ice is slippy today, folks. Watch out. Puck behind the Navy net now. Up the boards. 19 for Navy coming out. Maeve on the back check with the steal at center ice. Maeve turns around. Up towards Johnson, but a little too far for her. Navy clears the zone, and that is just offsides. Zero here early. Foxes come into this game 1-1 with a loss against Honeybake and a win against North Pittsburgh. Navy 2-0. And Ivy Keymeyer comes in, backhand, sorts the net, just wide. Kate Vandekar at center. Navy dumps it into the zone. In the corner. Up to Peterson now. Has a little room coming through center. 2-on-1 if they hurry, but they are offsides. Had a little setup going there, but couldn't quite stay onside. Annabelle Destroyer in net tonight for the Foxes. Getting herself set here as we have a face-off in the neutral zone. Nate McCurdy marks in for the draw. Wins it ahead towards Ellis Wietek. McCurdy marks into the zone, but Navy clears. Little balled off. Attempts to chip it up, but Navy has it behind the net now. Into the front. Towards the net, but blocked in front. Shot. Glove save. Annabelle Destroyer with her first glove of the day. Foxes line for the face-off in their own end now. Katie Spurl pokes it aside. Back behind the Foxes net. Little wipes out in front. Looking for a shot. Pad save, AB. No icing on this call as it comes down towards the Navy goalie. Plays it off to her teammate. Comes around the net. Up and up to Katie Spurl. Dumps it in towards the net. There let it go. Navy coming up now. Toss ahead. 1 man to beat. Comes around. Shot. Score. Nice goal for Navy there. Foxes looking to get their legs down under them now. 1-0 Navy here early. 9:50 left in the first period. Navy against the zone, but poked out by Piper Peterson. Navy collects. Up the wing now. Pass up ahead. Sophia Lochenbacher coming in on the forecheck. Navy reverses around their net. Comes up the ice. Corner turns the corner. Navy has the puck. Back behind the Foxes net. Shot. Comes in front. It goes wide. Another attempt at a block. Score. Second attempt there. Foxes are trying to block a shot, but snuck right through. 2-0 Navy. 9 minutes left in the first. So Navy with an early lead here. Foxes looking to regroup. Back to Katie Spurl, D to D over to Tegan Samuels. Goes around the Foxes net. Alice Switek coming up the boards. Centers to Eleanor Johnson, but she blows a tire. Puck back down to the corner. Tegan Samuels there. Assessing her options. Up the boards. Eleanor and Maeve cannot clear. Shot goes wide. Around the net, wrap around. AB's pad is there. Maeve up ahead. Puck at the point. Shot deflected, comes towards the net. Foxes get a handle there down low. Tegan knocks it out of the zone. It'll be a race now. Navy collects, wrapped around the net. Coming with some speed here, look out. Switek with a back check pressure shot up over the net. Kate Spurl there. Up to the point, shot comes in, cleared by Tegan. Back to the point, to the top of the circle, shot off the pads. Piper Peterson can't quite collect on the boards. Navy with it down low. Katie Spurl wraps it around. Shot comes in, but cleared by Tegan up the ice. Took some heat out of the hot kitchen there. No icing, not quite enough juice on that. Puck behind the net now for Navy. Ivy T-Meyer on the forecheck. Sophie Lockenbacher pushes it towards the net, but intercepted by Navy. They'll take it off the ice now. 3-on-2 here. Mal Wager. Stepping and chip at it. Clears in front. Shot towards the net, sticked away by AB. Back to Mal Wager in the corner. Up the boards. Battle down low there. Bodies piling up, and the puck comes towards the net. Save. AB on her toes there. Keeps it 2-0. Piper Peterson applying the pressure, but Navy pokes it up ahead. Lily Baldoff up off the glass. Navy for 30 marks. Gets the puck. Kicks it forward, but can't quite get in the zone. Mal Wager on the far boards. Up the middle, but going there for the Foxes to connect it. Puck comes up now to the Foxes blue line. A pass intercepted by Navy now coming in. Maeve McCurdy marks up ahead to Eleanor Johnson. Ella Switek grabs it at the far wall. Sorry about that. Had some skate difficulties on the bench there. Resume play here. Fox is down 2-0. 4 minutes left in the first period. Serenity now with the puck. Maeve comes ahead. Maeve McCurdy marks, looking for some room. Securing into his zone. But the Foxes are offside. Maeve lined up for the faceoff. Goes into the Navy end. Coming with some speed now through the neutral zone. Up ahead. Shot towards the net. Goes wide. Really balled off, comes around the net, the boards. Doesn't quite get out though. Held in by Navy. McCurdy marks, backhands ahead, back to the point. Poke down into the corner. To the front now. Doesn't quite connect. Goes wide into the far corner. Out the boards. To the point. Top of the circle. Shot. Save, AB. Really ball off. Collects behind their net. Ball up the middle. Oh, dump. Awful off the doctor's face mask. She looks all right. No worse for the wear. Poked away at the blue line. Switek pushes it forward, but the Navy defender comes in. Number 7, shot. Can't quite connect. Too many bodies in the way. Ivy T-Meyer ahead. Loses the puck. Navy comes back on the counterattack. Shot up over the glove. Wide of the net. Up the side of the net into the far corner. Navy looking to center. Blocked. Ivy T-Meyer grabs it now. Gains the zone. Comes in. Gets loose. Shot. Save. Maeve. Nice save there. Piper and Maeve battle for it, but Navy clears the zone. Maeve steals the ball at the blue line. Piper comes in now. Shot. Goes wide. Kagan grabs it. Maeve needs. Check along the boards. Mount Wager goes down. She looks all right. It looks like we will get our first power play of the game here. I can't see the number because it's tucked into our jersey there. 88 in the box. Thank you.
Couldn't be mine. We're 2 for 2. I'm like, are we going to be 3 for 3?
Foxes line up on the power play now. 5-on-4. Shot goes towards the net. Ivy there. Blockered away by the Navy goaltender. Ivy collects again. Puts it towards the net, but blocked in front and dumped down the ice. All the way. Up ahead. Navy down the middle. Off of Samuel's skate into the corner. Up ahead. Looks like we'll get a chip here. So the Foxes will have a 2-player advantage now. So 52 seconds left in the period, 49 seconds left in the first penalty to 88. A minute 30 to 19 now for tripping. Foxes will look to get back in this game here with a 2-player advantage. Maeve McCurdy marks in for the faceoff, goes towards the wall. Up to Piper Peterson, flips over towards T-Meyer. On the right wing, T-Meyer back to McCurdy marks. To the point to Samuels. Shot. Cannot quite get through. Samuels keeps it in the zone though. And Navy collects and clears the zone. 30 seconds left here in the period. Up to Peterson. Peterson looks to get ahead of McCurdy Marks, but can't quite connect on the pass. T-Meyer with it. 17 seconds left. T-Meyer gains the zone, dumps it back behind the net. 10 seconds. Over to T-Meyer. Shot. Can't quite get through. Peterson crossed, but doesn't hit the net. Made for 30 marks, and time expires. Foxes will have a remaining 38 seconds left on the second penalty. The first one expired with 2 seconds left in regulation. So we'll line up here to start the second period. 13 minutes on the clock. 5 players on the ice, decked out in the Foxes away black, red, and silver uniforms. They will be attacking from left to right for the second period. Foxes line up for the face-off. Back to Pearson, over to Sophia Lottenbacher. Line back over to T-Meyer, shot. Not covered by the goalie, still loose. Tegan Samuels at the point, fires. Goes just wide. Soph Lottenbacher from the corner, towards the net, towards the front. Ivy flips up in the air. Soph with the shot goes wide and clears the zone itself. Foxes collect back in their own zone. Tegan Samuels up ahead. Davey can't quite grab it. Lottenbacher over to Peterson. Backhand save by the goaltender. Tegan Samuels. Swing and a miss. Puck dumped into the Foxes zone for an icing. We got a face-off here in the offensive zone. 12 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second period. McCurdy marks in for the face-off. Wins it over to Eleanor Johnson in front to Switek. Can't quite turn around the shoot. McCurdy marks with it on her skates. Loses the puck. May pushes ahead, but we're going to get our first penalty of the game here on the Foxes. Who is the guilty party? Oh, okay, Navy has the penalty. I thought Foxes had touched up there. Navy gets a minute and a half minute penalty. So yeah, the penalty will go against Navy, number 2, Navy. 2 minutes interference. Puck slides back, up out of the zone. Navy on the attack now. In deep into the corner. Around the net. Pushed wide. Back to the point. Shot. Wide off the side of the net. Puck into the corner. McCarty marks. What's the puck now? Swiatek collects behind their own net. Swiatek up ahead towards McCarty marks, but she can't quite collect. In pursuit now into the Navy zone. Stick handled up the boards, but Swiatek is there, hold it in. Flipped up the ice though. It will be just far enough. No, it won't go for icing. It's in the corner there. Bale can't grab it, goes to the side of the net. Up ahead, up the Swiatek skate to the point. Dump back behind the Fox's net. Up to Ivy T-Meyer, coming through center ice. Poked away at the blue line. As the puck flipped up, I believe Piper Peterson drew that offside. A little balled off. Puck dumped into the zone. Now Vega with it. Winding up the boards. Move pushes ahead. Oh, block in front by Lily Baldoff. Looks like she took that one off the boot. Hope she's all right. Now Vega with it now. Up the right wing. Up ahead to Piper Peterson. Can't quite connect now. Maybe on the counter attack, but now Wego with the back check. Forces wide. Off the post. Big Ben. Big Ben strikes one there. Ivy T-Meyer back behind the Navy net. Cleared by Navy all the way down the ice. That will be an icing. Foxes line up in the attacking zone. Towards the middle. Vandekar shoots towards the net. Doesn't quite get through all the bodies and sticks. T-Meyer with the shot. Blocked off in front. Navy collects behind their net. Up the boards. And held in by Kate Vandekar. She puts up the brick wall there on the far side. That one does slide through and out. Tegan Samuels back into her own end. Heavy pressure by Navy in pursuit. She comes around the net, reverses. Backhands up the wall. Navy intercepts there, looking to center now. Goes up to the circle. Blocked in front, loose in front of the net. Maeve pokes it out of Dan Arm's way there. Takes the heat out of the hot kitchen. McCurdy bucks up the near wall. Clears towards the benches. Kate Vandekar pushes ahead. Puck goes into the neutral zone, dumped in, but we are offsides. Yeah. Gotcha. You can't go into the bench to avoid an offside. Yeah. All right, back into action here. Oh. Puck up the near wall now. Piper Peterson collects. Pushes out of the zone. But we are offside. Back into action here. Navy with the puck, and the puck is in. Shot. Pad save. AB covers up. Loose in front, but she gets on top of it. 7 minutes, 46 seconds left, second period. Roughly halfway through the game here now. Fox is still looking to get on the board. Back behind the net. Little ball off, takes it up the wall to Sofa Lottenbacher. Skip by the Foxes, though. Pad save in front. Poke just wide. Good opportunity, Navy there. Couldn't quite find the back of the net. That one is in and through. 3-0 Navy. Foxes line up for the faceoff now. 3-0 left. 3-0 a score here in the second. Need to get something going here. Crash in front. AB covers with the glove. Couple bodies down there. Good cover by AB.
It's like, or at least like just say like, just be aware of how people are going over there, and then keep bringing it up. Come on, Megan!
Puck off the pads. AB with the save. Collected by the Foxes and cleared. No icing on the call as it was tipped off a Davy stick. They collect behind their own net. Switek into the corner, but cleared up the wall. Navy pushes ahead. Shot goes wide. To the middle, good to the point, top of the circle. Shot goes wide to the left of the net. Kate Vandekar up the wall. Fox is looking to get out of their own end here. Tegan Samuels flex. Coming through center ice with a little bit of head of steam here, but poked at the line. Puck down now, foot race. Kate Vandekar gets his first pierce to the wall, but Navy flex there. Push towards the net, shot. Can't quite go. Tegan with it, up the wall.
Give it up, babe!
Kate Vandekar coming ahead now, pushing forward into the Navy end. Kate continues on the forecheck. Over the Piper Peterson. Can't quite pull the trigger. Backhand flipped up over the net. Ellis Wycheck there. Up to Ivy T-Meyer at the point. Low shot off a boot. Navy collects and takes it up the far wall. Kate Vandekar over to Piper Peterson. Piper looking, or Sofa Lottenbacher, sorry. Sofa pushes ahead. Sofa with it now. Fire, shot, save made. Navy goaltender stands tall, keeps it 3-0. As a shutout so far with 5 minutes left in the second period. So for Lottenbacher, puck down low, and it's cleared out of the ends, and that will go for an icing. Puck behind the net. Poke ahead to Ivy T-Meyer. Backhand shot. Now it is covered. First that puck was loose. Navy goaltender does get under her pads for a face-off here. We will reset with 4:39 left in the second period. Piper Peterson in for the face-off for the Foxes. Ivy T-Meyer and Sofa Lottenbacher lining up in front, but it is pushed to the far wall where Navy will collect. Trying to gain the zone here. Push towards the wall. Towards the net. Shot pad save. Navy trying to push in front, but AB is there to cover. And a barrel destroyer gets the face off here for the Foxes. Get a full line change here. All five will change. We'll get Maeve McCurdy Marks at center, Eleanor Johnson and Ellis Whitetek on the wings, Mal Wager and Kate Vandekar back on the blue line for the Foxes. Puck behind the net. Mal Wager pushes up ahead towards Eleanor Johnson. Kate Vandekar up to the blue line. Eleanor Johnson trying to push it forward. Maeve McCurdy Marks backhands it towards the blue line. Ellis Whitetek has it there in the Navy zone, but can't quite get towards the net. Pushes it behind the goal. Up the wall, Kate Vandekar takes a good whap at there, keeps it in the zone. But Navy grabs and centers. Coming down the middle now, one-on-one. Mount Wager back. Comes around the corner. Backhand. AB is there. Let's push forward into the slot. Shot, pad, save. Now pokes it wide. Mount Wager with a nice diving poke check there. And the Foxes get to the blue line, but not quite out. It was on the line, would not cross over. It goes wide of the net now. To the front. Maeve can't quite connect on the backhand. Puck goes to the corner. Some chaos here in the Foxes zone. Into the middle slot. Shot. Save. Pad save. And Maeve McCurdy Marks clears center ice. But Navy recollects. A little forearm shiver there. No worse for the wear. Ellis Whitetek dumps it into the Navy end. No, she's done. She got forearm shivered in the head, yeah. She doesn't look like she's in good shape. Ivy Tiemeyer with it. Shot up over the net. AB pokes it to the corner. Ivy with it now. Ivy pushes it ahead, but there's a trip. All right. Sounds good. Thank you. All right. Bye. Fox is line up here now for face off in their own zone. We'll have a one lady advantage here for one more minute.
Get it off me!
Eleanor Johnson up the wall. McCurdy Marsh collection center ice. Saved by AB, covered. 23 seconds left here in the second period. Said she's all. Maybe with it. Shot. Swallowed up by AB. 14 seconds left. Second period. Shot comes in at the buzzer. Fox is looking for the face-off here. We have a man advantage here for 14 more seconds. Ivy puts it into the Navy end. Piper Peterson collects in her own end, comes around the goal. Looking for some space here. Gains ahead of steam through their neutral zone, but loses the puck. Poked away by Navy, near wall. Navy takes it up the wall. 2, Brandt gains the zone.
It's not connecting to the scoreboard, and I don't know why.
Okay.
12:16 left.
All right. Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties with our clock widget here, but 12 minutes left in the third period. Mal took a little bit of a spill there in the corner. Looks like she's all right staying out there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're having some clock issues, but we do have 12 minutes left here. I'll try to keep people posted on the time as we have stoppages here. Sorry for some technical difficulties here, folks.
Maybe the fact that we don't have Wi-Fi, so.
Yeah, there's no Wi-Fi in this. This is an old building. Low ceilings, no Wi-Fi. Very hot bleachers, though. The heaters here are like we are in the tropics. Will make the Florida Bears team fans comfortable when they come here. Puck pushed ahead now. McCarty Marks with it at the blue line. Backhand, central zone. Comes in, shot, gloved by the Navy goaltender. May run the face-off. Spun around a little there. Navy collects, comes up through the neutral zone. Dumps it in. Eleanor Johnson there at the point, though. Right back out. Kate Vandekar up ahead. Alice Wytek gains the zone. Centers in front. Eleanor there, but can't quite push it past their Navy goaltender. Nice aggressive goaltending play there. Alice Wytek fires it just wide. Wytek looking to get the Foxes on the board here, get something going. Goes past Vandekar at the point. Navy collects in their attacking zone here. Puts it behind the net, wraparound shot. AB has the pad stack there. Taking Samuels, looking for an Ivy, but the pass doesn't quite connect. So Flockenbacher lifts a stick. The Navy collects and recenters in their own zone. Up the middle, 88 Navy. Comes right down the middle. Shot, save, AB. Puck loose behind the net now, taking Samuels collects up the wall. Takes the pressure off immediately here. Ivy T-Meyer grabs it, trying to gain some speed here, turns the corner, comes in, shot, gloved by the Navy goaltender. Flashes to leather, nice glove save. T-Meyer turned the corner on corner, but couldn't quite beat the goaltender. Peterson to the wall. T-Meyer there, but up to the blue line. Bounces into the Fox zone. We do have a clock up and running now. 9:50 left in the third period. Up the wall to Loftenbacher. Can't quite clear the zone. Peterson pushes ahead. Navy recollects. Dumps it all the way down the ice. T-Meyer didn't quite touch it, so we will get an icing.
They're right there.
All right, we'll line up for a face-off here. McCurdy Marks backhands. Doesn't get to the net, goes behind the Navy net. Switek there, pushes to the front. Johnson looking for something. Spins out. McCurdy Marks grabs it at the blue line. Plays it back to her D safely. Gator Sproul grabs there, backhand ahead. Navy on the forecheck. Little Baldoff tries to get in the zone there. But Navy comes back. 3-on-2 here. Comes towards the net. Shot, save. AB pulls it in under her pads for a cover and a face-off. Shot, save. Goes wide. It was loose there, but Mal collects behind the Fox's net. Lottenbacher. Piper loses her stick. But Mal Wager collects. Mal down the right wing. Mal Wager comes in, crosses the middle. T-Meyer pokes ahead. Lottenbacher towards the net. Peterson grabs it. Backhand wraparound. Covered by the Navy goaltender. Peterson was looking to sneak it in the back door there. Went off the side of the post, and we get a cover and a stoppage in play. 8:26 left, third period. Navy collects behind their net. Soph Lottenbacher shot blocked wide by the Navy defender. Riley comes up the ice through the neutral zone. Oh, stick lift there. Now Wager crosses over towards T-Meyer, but poked in by the Navy player. T-Meyer up off the glass. Paints the window a little bit. Not quite enough for icing. Very close, but no ice. McCurdy marks in pursuit. Drop pass, shot from the top of the circles goes wide. Lottenbacher grabs it on the board, spins around, backhand up the ice, and that will go for an icing. Hey, wave it off. Just enough juice, but I think they said the Navy player gave up on the play. Maeve shot, glove save. Navy's goaltender flashing the leather once again. Great job by her so far. Keep the shutout going with 7:16 left here in the third period. McCurdy marks on the faceoff, pushes ahead, up to the point. Samuels chips it down and in. Spike tech, backhander. Samuels whaps again, tomahawk chop down. McCurdy marks, shot blocked. Johnson pushed it over towards McCurdy marks, but Navy intercepts. T-Meyer in the middle though. Oh, now Navy comes in 3-on-1. But Kay Spurl, some nice defense, keeps the Navy off the side, but a third or fourth chance they do chop it up and over AB. 4-0 Navy. Wager with the puck now. Up ahead towards Lottenbacher on the right wing. Wager chips it forward. Peterson there. T-Meyer needs to get on sides. Navy gains the zone. Pushed wide. Up into the corner. Peterson grabs it. 6 minutes left, third period. Peterson up to T-Meyer. T-Meyer grabs it. Friendly confines to Flo Fabios and T-Meyer towards the net, pad save, Navy goaltender. T-Meyer again at the wall, fires it up. Oh my goodness! The puck went everywhere but into the back of the net, fluttering near the goalie's shoulder, somehow stays out. Navy gains the zone now. 88 coming in, looking on the backhand, but poked away by Tegan and out of the zone. Held there by Navy. They go D to D to regroup. Looking to regroup, and they do. Balled off up the wall. Leaves it there from McCurdy Marks. Looking towards the middle. Pushing forward. Ivy T-Meyer has it. Shot Save made. Looks like it was deflected off the bottom of the glove and wide. Navy collects himself. Ivy Maeve shot glove save. Another one from the naval goaltender. Standing very tall here. McCurdy Marks over the Switek shot up over the net. Navy collects now, exits the zone. Oh, little collision there. Samuels grabs it now. Samuels down the wall. Fox is down 4, but still fighting here. Shot comes in wide of the net. Kate Van the car up to Eleanor Johnson on the wall. Eleanor Johnson with it up the right wing. Looks like there's a mouth guard loose on the ice there. Probably my daughter's. Fox has put it into the zone. Navy comes down the left wing, poked away by Eleanor Johnson. Collects at the top of the circles, lets one fly, goes wide of the net. Battle on the near wall here. Can't really see much of an angle from there, but the puck comes to the middle. Navy comes down the front backhand, knocked wide by Samuels. Lottenbacher down behind the net, still pokes it up the wall. Peterson in pursuit. Back to Lottenbacher. Peterson finds it in her skates, flips up to T-Meyer. T-Meyer gets ahead. T-Meyer gets a step. T-Meyer comes in. Shot. Goes to the backhand. Poked away by the naval goaltender there. Up to Pearson. Middle shot. Save. Goes wide. Lottenbacher tries to collect behind the net. Van the car. Looking for it there. McCurdy Marks collects at her blue line. But forecheck from Nave will push it towards the goal and wide. Into the corner. McCurdy Marks in there with Peterson trying to chip it on out. Goes to the point. Maeve coming up the wall now. Maeve backhands over towards Lottenbacher. Linebacker gains the zone to McCurdy Marks. She can't quite reach it though. 1 or 2 more inches. She might have had that. And Navy is offside entering the zone. 2:18 remaining, third period.
I stopped it on my end, but it's still running on that end. I have no idea what's happening. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
I don't know why.
Yeah, the clock which is running, but we have 2:18 left. We are not on run clock here. That would be 6 goals. We're only at 4. Yep. So, but that's okay. Yep. Again, no Wi-Fi at this. No Wi-Fi. Great cheese fries. Flo Fabio, folks. McCurdy Marks has it in her skates. Dumped into the zone. Minute 52 left here. Backhanded by Spur up the wall. Navy collects there at the circle. Backhand towards the net off of Spurl skates. Up ahead. Foot race now. Peterson in pursuit. Peterson turns the corner. Peterson on the wall. Pushes it behind the net. Van the car there at the point. Puck comes out. Navy at center ice. Pushing forward. Shot. Glove save, AB. Pop fly into the glove. Bottom of the 9th. Down 4-0. Need a grand slam here. Piper Peterson pokes it ahead. Shot off the boots of Samuels into the corner. Maybe look in the center, but it exits the zone. T-Meyer on the forecheck, but Navy dumps it back into the Fox's end. Peterson looking down the left wing here, pushes it towards the net, into the pads. We won't get a stoppage because there is no one in front of the net for the Foxes. So Navy collects, pushes forward. 2-on-1 up into the zone. Tegan pushes it towards the corner. Look in the center here. But Peterson intercepts. Peterson chops it down to the blue line. Tangled up there. A couple players on the wall. Navy collects that going down the middle. They disconnect from each other as Navy comes in for the shot. Samuels looking up ahead to Peterson. Has a stretch pass. She lifts the stick, grabs the puck, returns, shoots into the corner. Off her angle there a bit, but Peterson coming back now to the middle for the pressure. Johnson does a soccer kick to keep it in. Peterson in front, shot knocked aside by the Navy goaltender. 7 seconds now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 second, and that's all, folks. We will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, from here at the Insurance Arena for our battle against the Central Florida Bears. Congratulations to Naval Academy girls hockey. Great game today. And they remain undefeated here in this Sarah Backstrom Memorial Tournament. 32nd annual. Sarah Backstrom, player of the game for Navy, 96. Goaltender, some wonderful glove saves.